Hello everyone, and welcome to the first Live with Arwen. I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker. You may know me as a friend, as a family member, as your tarot reader, or as that person who does those videos every week. However you know me, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. What I'm going to do today is talk a little bit about how I seek joy using tarot, and I also want to share with you my readings. I'm going to be doing some free readings at the end of this. I expect this to last about an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on who shows up and how things go. So I hope you're ready to get started. The first thing is, why professional joy seeker? You know, people say, Arwen, it's kind of a scary world out there. How come you always got to be about the joy? And the thing for me about joy is I'm not thinking that it's all good, but I'm also not thinking that it's all bad. What I'm thinking is we need to look for the good, particularly when it's really difficult out there. Hi everyone that just joined. We're just getting started, and I'm going to do a little bit of a talk about joy and tarot. So hang in there. We will be getting to the free readings, and I'll let you know how we're going to do those free readings towards the end. So the first thing to know is I journal. I used to journal every day, then I got away from it. Now I'm back to it, and you see some of that with my card of the day work. What I do with my card of the day is I journal myself. I always am using a question. Generally, the question I'm using is, what wisdom do I need to carry with me into the day? I learned this from Joanna Powell-Colbert on one of her retreats. I've been on several of those. They're wonderful. And she learned it from, I believe, Jen Loudon. I might be wrong. It might have been Christina Baldwin. But it's one of those passed down things. So let's talk a little bit about how do you find joy. One way is I pull a card, and I'm going to pull a card and talk about the joy and what this might be. We'll just use it as a joy compass on where can we all find joy today, right? So that's kind of what we're diving into. Feel free to invite your friends as well. This will go on for at least an hour. And the card that I'm pulling is the Guardian of Fire. Now in this deck, Joanna has taken the court cards and made them 2 men and 2 women so that she doesn't lock them into gender. Hey Burgess, nice to see you, and Nathan. And somebody else is here. Oh my gosh, Delyn, sorry. It's going to be difficult for me to keep up with all the comments, so if I don't say hi, just let this be a blanket hi. But here's how we're going to seek joy right now. And this is interesting because this is the Queen or Guardian of Fire. It's the male looking at a fire. Now look at that fire, guys. There's not just one fire that needs tending. That's important. In our world, not many of us have the luxury of saying, I will do this thing and this thing only, and nothing will what? Right? There's always distractions. The cat jumps on the counter when you're trying to meditate. You do the downward dog and the dog licks your nose. There's always something. So the Guardian of Fire for our joy is to remind us to find joy in all the little things that we have to get done. All the nitnoid stuff. Even the having to go to the grocery store at the worst possible time on the busiest day. Find joy in it. Maybe you'll see somebody you know. Maybe you'll, see a cute kid who's laughing and makes you laugh. And that's kind of what I think about joy. It's little, it's tiny. You can see my backward sign. I don't know why the video flips it around, but it's I choose joy. Because I do. And I use seek joy rather than I found joy, because seek's active. It's now. It's go do it right now. You know, when you say I am a joy seeker, it means you're going and actively looking. So those are some of the ways that I use joy and tarot. Tarot and I, let me give you a little bit of background about me and my love of tarot. I was first introduced to tarot by a woman who is Kate Murjay. And Kate and I were in college together, and she read for me, and I was really, really fascinated by how these little cardboard picture things could tell her so much about me. She gave me the deck that she read with. Not that particular deck, but she bought a deck for me. I believe it's City Book and Coins. It was in Shreveport, Louisiana. That was a day ago. And I didn't connect. I couldn't get it. Couldn't understand it. Hi, everybody that's joined. I'm just doing blanket hellos. There's lots of you, so I'm so glad you showed up. But the deck and I we just didn't get along. I didn't feel connected. I didn't get anything from it. The images were very dark. And by dark, I mean visually dark. The colors were dim and dull and darker tones. So it was a couple of years. That was probably in 1980, maybe 81, somewhere in that area. And it took a few years for me to find a deck that I was like, whoa, I get it. And that deck was the Herbal Tarot. And that was probably 1985. And I've been picking and plucking at tarot in between. But the beautiful Herbal Tarot really, really worked for me. I don't know if any of you have ever had that happen to you where you pick something up and you're like, oh, I get it. I really get it. And that's what happened for me. Tarot and I just went ding. And from there, I began reading for friends and, of course, reading for myself, and was working within a Wiccan coven at that time. And it was, I think I was still an initiate at that point. In fact, I know I was. I initiated in 85, so it's been a day. But I really connected with tarot. It opened up things for me. It was like, mind-blowing. And when I started reading for other people, it was even more amazing. I was reading for people and getting stuff. I mean, like, I would lay a card down and say, well, this means blah, but you, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, whoo, out my mouth. And because of the way I read, I will almost always tell my new clients at the very beginning, look, I'm going to read, and it's going to be, whoa. If you need me to stop, say my name, say Arwen. Hi, new people. Because Lord knows I want to be able to answer your questions, but sometimes the incoming stream I get is just there. I have dead people show up a lot, which is kind of freaky. When it first happened, I wasn't so happy with it, right? Because really, who wants the dead showing up and chattering when you're trying to do work with somebody? But it was a lesson for me in a lot of ways, and I talk about it on some of my videos. I'm on YouTube, Arwen61. If you're not following, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe, because that's where I do my weekly taroscopes. I see a lot of my taroscope people showing up here. I recognize names. Hey, babies. So that's kind of my tarot background and where I come from. The way I read has really evolved. I used to read with a Celtic cross. Had to be this. And I was very focused on the spread. Then I began to feel contained by the spread rather than opened by it. So I had to develop new skills, new spreads, new ways of working with the tarot. I began to teach tarot. I'm just wrapping up a 9-week online course called Trust Your Gut Intuitive Tarot. I will be running again. It's gonna be different. This first one was a very intensive with me there And I'm going to change that up. I'm going to back out a little bit and make it more of a self-guided course, basically. So I'm going to talk to the people taking the class right now and get their input on that. But what I want to hear from you guys is, what's your experience with tarot? What have you done with tarot? Do you read tarot? You know, tell me down there in the, hello new folks, but tell me down there in the bottom, you know, how has tarot affected your life? We're going to be doing, like I said, some free readings. And oh, Sam says she can't stay connected. It's okay, baby. I love you. Sam's one of my friends. She actually lives here in New Mexico. Not where I live, but in the general vicinity. And those of you watching later, it'll be a little annoying to watch me say, hi, I know you, and I know you. Oh, and Burgess reminds me of my Tarot for Writers. She's been amazing. Burgess Taylor on YouTube video she does these weekly coffee chats, very instructional, is that a word? Videos for people who like to journal and who like to write. She's going to be a New York Times bestseller. I'm predicting it. And I want a signed copy, baby. So it is a way with tarot for writing. You're not reading the cards. Like, let me just do it real quickly. I'm going to draw a card and show you the different ways, right? Oh, another court card. Another guardian. Queens are showing up today. This is the guardian of air. Now, if I'm reading this for a client in a personal reading, what I'm going to tell you is this is about your own intellect, your own dealing with how you communicate your intellect, and how you care for your mental health, right? She's a queen, she's a guardian, she's a protector. If I'm reading for writing and I pull this as a card for a character, here's what I may say. Oh, look, this is somebody your character has to go see. They've got to travel far. It's a guru. They may not like this guru. She may not be trustworthy. You know, who sits in the snow and likes it? So I don't use tarot for writers in the same way. I do use it for storyboarding. I do readings for characters. If you head to tarotbyarwen.com, you can find some of my character spreads where I've done for other writers' characters, and then the writers answer as the characters. They answer the spreads. It's a lot of fun. I really love doing it. And Misty K says she's been reading tarot for years, but doesn't have the confidence to read for people. Girl, just grab some of your girlfriends and have a tarot party. You'll be surprised. The way I teach tarot is I teach you to get away from the book. I teach you to trust your gut. That's why it's called Trust Your Gut, Intuitive Tarot. And I want you to develop a relationship with tarot. Symbols don't mean the same things to everybody, right? Let me see what I can pull up here. Well, okay, here's a good one, because this one really ties in with one of my symbol lessons, right? Woman, her dog companion, her canine companion, waterfall. Awesome, right? I think great. Friends, companions, loyalty. I have a friend who was bitten by a dog. Y'all, dogs do not mean good things to her. They mean scary creatures. She would see this card and think, that woman is being attacked. Okay? So, we have to remember, as tarot readers, our symbols aren't your symbols. And it's a little difficult. I think that in my class we've been going over that quite a bit. And I know at least one of my students is in here, so they may be able to shout out about that. But there are so many tarot decks. I have over 500 that include tarot and Lenormand. Ooh! Pause for product placement. Bing! The Fairy Tale Lenormand by me and Lisa Hunt. It's brand new, it's in a tin, and it's from US Games. Okay, product placement over. Ooh, sorry. So, a lot of you have shown up for free readings, right? I get that. I would have shown up for the free readings too. So, there are a couple ways to get free readings. One, you can shout your question out here. Wait, wait, wait. Don't do it yet. I'm going to show you. Doop, 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 doop. Let's see if I can get it out, guys. I meant to pull it out earlier. Another way that you can get a free reading from me via email. That would be in writing. You can keep it. You can, study it, whatever you want. How do you do that, you say? Ooh, more product placement. Bing! Yep. Leonie Dawson. I know there's some Leonie haters out there. It's okay. Just tune me out for right now. This is her planner. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'll put some links in. Once this is done, when I repost this video, I'll put a bunch of links in so that you have a chance to go check it out. But you can get a free one-card reading from me, or one-question reading from me, just by buying any version of that book. And they run from like as cheap as $6 up to $70 for the full bundle. Lots of people are saying they love the fairy tale Lenormand. Thank you, guys. If you want to learn to read Lenormand, I highly recommend the World Lenormand Association. You can find them here on Facebook. And Tony Puhle, P-U-H-L-E, teaches lessons. And they're amazing. We're just wrapping up the Lenormand 201. Yes, I'm taking a class on Lenormand. I'll take classes on tarot from other readers that I love and admire. There's never too much learning. There's never too much knowledge. I get readings from other readers. It's like one of my gifts to myself. It's one of my self-care things is to engage another reader. I recently had one from Ellen Lorenzi Prince, who does the Dark Goddess Tarot, the Minoan Tarot, Tarot of the Crone. She's working on the Celtic Goddess Tarot right now. So, and it was eye-opening. Gosh, y'all, I'm all about product right now. Look. Official Joy Patrol. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. If only the cup came with my voice. These are on Zazzle, and Zazzle's doing a 15% off promotion this week for Cyber Week, so if you want, go grab. I'm doing, if you want a longer reading, I've also, in the links I'll share, I've got 2 coupons up right now where you can get 33% off an hour, 20% off a half hour. I've only got a few spots for each. I didn't want to get overwhelmed. Is it backwards? Oh no! Okay, so it says, Hiya, Orya, Kish, no tea, sap. Misty K girl, I have so many coffee mugs. I am broke out with coffee mugs. Let me get this one down so I am not broke out with a wet computer. Need Mara to read some words. I know. I think that if I did the camera so the back, oh, look, my hands are reversed too. So the back camera faced me, that it would read right, but then I wouldn't be able to see your comments. And I would rather see your comments. So, now, let's get going. Here's how we're going to play this game. Everybody ready? I know I'm a silly Pisces. Oh, and Eva is here. Everybody, Eva Yoga has a yoga tarot. Please, you want to look at this. If you love tarot and you love yoga, it's amazing. She did a workshop when she lived in Austin, where I lived, where we did positions based on the different cards we pulled. It was truly mind-blowing. It's an amazing way she combines the two. There's a yoga tarot out, but I really love her work. I love Eva's work because it's fabulous. And Eva, I'm saying it Eva, it's probably Eva. She is from Spain, and she's back there now. She abandoned Austin. But no. Oh, it was my idea to make your own decks, and that's what she went off on. It's my fault. I'm really glad, because it's an amazing, amazing little deck. So here's how we're going to do the live readings. I'm going to pull one card. Each person can ask one question. So make sure you've got a good question in mind. If you don't know a question right off, use this one. What does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need me to know right now? I don't know if Kay's here. Kay, did you make it in? I can't tell who's watching or not. I'm going to need somebody to help me with the questions. Jennifer? Oh. Good luck with that hospital thing, Terry Lynn. Jennifer, are you able to stick around and help me track who's who and which questions are which? I'm going to assume yes until I see a no. So, here's what you do. Put your question in, and I will try my best to do them in order. I will try my best to do them for everybody. We have 24 people right now. I will do my very best to get everybody's questions answered. Jennifer's going to help us by tracking who is on board, or whose questions are when. So, I'm going to start shuffling the cards. And hopefully, I know, Jennifer, your best is wonderful. And I'll give you a little present at the end. So, go ahead and jump in with your questions if you're ready to start asking questions. I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker. I am a psychic. I am not ashamed to say that at all. And I've been reading tarot professionally since about 1985. That's when, yeah, 85, because I've been playing with it before then. Talisha Braggs Gucci says, what does the universe need me to know right now? And then Kim, and then Sarah, and then Burgess. Oh, God! Jennifer, if you can just list the names for me, that'll be great. I got to scroll back up so I can see who that was. Talisha. Okay. What does the universe need Talisha to know right now? Talisha, the Four of Air. This is the Nest Egg card. It's a card of mental preparation, but it also says that what you're holding on to right now, the thoughts, the ideas, the what ifs, it may be best to hold them close for just a little bit longer. You know, you don't want to give all your eggs away. You don't want somebody else to jump on your ideas. So I hope that's a helpful answer. But it's also about the four corners of what keep you going. Make sure you're focused on home, family, friends, and faith. And I'm pagan, so I use faith in whatever way works for you. But make sure you've got all four of those things focused on, and your good stuff, your ideas of what's coming and what you want to do, don't blurt them out yet. Kind of like, don't tell people what Christmas gifts they're getting yet. Hold on to that precious energy. And Kim says, what does the universe need me to know now? Right now? And so we're going to look for Kim and see, what does Kim need to know right now? What does the universe want Kim to know right now? And y'all, I do that when I'm reading. I tend to focus and repeat the question. Kim, girl. I hope you're a Kim girl. I think you're a Kim girl. I know a Kim boy, that's why I say that. But, 8 of water. Keep moving away from the bad crap. Keep walking away from it. Keep moving. It may try to follow you. It may try to cling to you like leeches. Keep going. Okay? It's really important that you continue the work. This tells me that you've already started this work. That you have already begun the, you're not my tribe. You don't give me what I need. I love you. Come with me. And revamping who your tribe is, okay? So that's very important that you keep doing that. Keep clearing out your friendship circle of the people who are not bringing joy to you, of the people who are not supporting you, and not just supporting you, but lifting you up, building you up, okay? That's important. Sarah Ahmet, what does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe want Sarah to know right now? What does the universe need Sarah to know right now? Sarah, you get, oh girl, 4 of fire. Boom, to boom, boom, boom. Sacred space, reclaiming space. Look at her standing wide leg, wide armed. She's not doing this subway stance. She's there. She's present. Make yourself present, Sarah. Don't be a shy flower. Don't be a, oh, I'm sorry. If you really want that, I'll help you. Yes, get in their face, tell them what you want and what you need. And make your space sacred. I have this feeling that you've been doing some cleansing and some spiritual work. Good things going. And today is the Sagittarian new moon. Awesome! Great time for firework, and maybe light a candle. And set your intention for sacred space and sacred beauty in your world, because that's what you need right now. Is you really need to define and stand up for your sacred space. Jennifer, I think I've got it. I'm not looking at all the other comments. I'm just scrolling down as things go through. So, and everybody's welcome to ask a question. I don't care if you're a professional reader or not. If you want to ask a question, go for it. Burgess, what does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need Burgess to know right now? Okay. Burgess, the first thing I got was in my head, tell her the bird is beautiful. I don't know what that means, but the bird is beautiful. And here's your card. Ace of Air. This is a lovely card of beginnings, mental projects, creative projects. I think that your new idea of a creative project that's going to blossom and bloom and change some things in your world is a very good one. So I want you to kind of explore whatever that chrysalis of thought is and let it blossom. Remember that there are not 3 stages of butterfly. There's not caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. Right? There's caterpillar, chrysalis, primordial ooze, changing, yucky stuff happening, butterfly. So if you're in the yucky stuff happening, butterfly's next. So you're going to be able to spread your wings, baby, but hang on to that idea and work it. Don't dismiss it. Don't say, oh, you know, it's not going to happen. It's going to happen. You just have to keep working it. Miss Eli says, what is the best course of action for my economic situation now? You'll notice the use of now. I use now in a lot of questions because I want this moment answered. So what is the best course of action for Eli's economic situation now? What is the best course of action for Eli's economic situation now? Okay, y'all saw me shuffle, right? Eli, same for you. Ace of Air. Creative, burgeoning growth. This is new ideas coming to you about, gee, I could do that and make some money with it. This is creative projects. For those of you that don't know, Eli Moon runs an Etsy shop where she does amazing, oh, where is she? Here's one. I have her very handy. She does amazing crafts. This is just one of them. So, Eli, please put your Etsy link down there in the comments so people can find you. This little goddess, look at her. She opens up and you can put stuff in her. She's tied up right now, so because I've got some stuff in her. And she smells yummy. But, yeah. Toot toot. Toot toot. Make this happen. Mr. K, I'm just here to hang out. Okay, beautiful. Debs McVicker. What does the universe need Debs McVicker to know right now? What does the universe need Debs McVicker to know right now? And y'all, I may switch over to another deck if this one feels tired to me. So you'll know if I switch. The pictures will change. Okay. Debs. This is the teacher. The Hierophant in most decks. This is the teacher that says, go ahead and seek the knowledge you want. The key to the knowledge you want is out there. You simply need to ask that person. And another piece of this card is all of the green allies here are what are considered weeds, basically, but they're not. So this card is also a reminder to look at what you think are weeds in your life and find the most useful thing for them. You know, dandelion makes a great wine. There's lobelia in there. And then there's the coyote in the background. Also remember the trickster energy. It's not a bad thing. Keep going. But the Hierophant says, go find your teacher and learn what you need to learn. Debbie Kiefer, what does the universe need me to know right now? Debbie Kiefer, what does the universe need me to know right now? Okay, so this is for Debbie Kiefer. Debbie Kiefer. Oh, you get the Ace of Water. That's a card of love and expanding emotions. And what I like to tell people is, here are the eggs, here are the fry, and there's the salmon fingerling. The salmon fingerling, do y'all know that a fish, most fish, will grow to their environment? So if you have a goldfish in a little bowl, it stays little. If you put it in a big bowl, it will grow to its full size. Debbie, right now you're not growing to your full size because you're limited by fear. Something is scaring the beep, 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 beep out of you. I cuss a lot, y'all, so if you actually get a reading with me, I cuss like a sailor. Fair warning. But sweetie, swim out. Swim out, even if it's dark and scary. Swim out. Go out here where you can grow, where you can get bigger, where you can really expand yourself and your world. Something's holding you back, and don't let it hold you back. Like Dory says, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Nathan Bixby, what is the best course of action for my economic situation now? Okay, Nathan, what is the best course of action for Nathan's economic situation now? What is the best course of action for Nathan's economic situation now? Boop, boop, boop. I'm booping a lot. Nathan, another card shows up. Y'all will notice that when I do group readings, a lot of cards show up over and over. I think it's because we're attracted to tribe, and so the people who show up now are the people that get similar messages. Nathan, yours is stop drowning in negative emotions. Stop going under. Get your head above water. And you also need to keep swimming, because here's the deal. Swim away out from what's not working for you, and you'll see why I said ow here in a moment. Cattail is the key. But the Eight of Water, really, and for you, it's about letting go of old baggage, letting go of old hurts. I tell people that this can be like a paper cut, right? Have you ever gotten a paper cut? Ow, it hurts. Ow, it hurts. Ow. Stop touching it. So those things that are still hurting you, stop poking them. There's no need for you to keep poking things. I shouldn't say poke right now, because you'll see Mr. Bentley has come to say hello. So, but don't keep poking the sore. Let it heal by letting it go and forgetting about it and moving away from it. So that's a big piece of that. And sorry about this moving around. Sorry guys, I gotta get the cat out of my lap. He's like purr, purr, purr. Nope. He came right back. Okay, so I am going to switch decks. What deck is this? It's probably because Bentley's up here. I'm switching over to the Cat's Eye Tarot. Now, I am so sorry for the thing moving. Delyn Sanders asks, when will we have to move? Now, Delyn, I'm not super good on timing issues. So we'll just say, what does the universe need Delyn to know about when they need to move? And we'll look and see if we get anything that is an obvious timing error. I apologize for the fluffy. When will Delyn have to move? What do we need to know about Delyn moving? Okay. I am going to try to get Bentley down again. Whoops. And show y'all the ceiling briefly. Bentley, stop. Don't make me flick you with water. I will flick you with water. I flicked. So, Delynn, thanks for your patience during that craziness. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is actually a movement card. It's the slowest of the movers. And it talks about that your move may not be too far away. And it will be to community and family. So you may be moving towards family rather than away from family, Delynn. But in terms of time, we go with hours, days, weeks, months, maybe within a month. So maybe just after Christmas, maybe right around the first of the year, looks like when it may happen, if I'm going by the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Skylar Hines, what do I need to know about the funky mood I've been in? Oh, Skylar, if you're an empath, I've got a whole bunch of information on that that is not tarot related. But I won't go into that right now. So let's take a look at Skylar. What does Skylar need to know about the funky mood she's been in? Skylar, I'm assuming you're a girl. I can't see y'all's images, but if I remember correctly, Skylar's a girl. She's been on my tarot scopes. What does Skylar need to know about the funky mood she's been in? Three of Wands. Your funky mood is because you really feel like you're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting. And sometimes when we wait, we awfulize. We make it worse than it's going to be. We dream up how bad it could be. And this actually plays into the whole thing about what's going on right now. Because as empaths, we're collecting a lot of crap right now, right? A lot of us are upset. A lot of us are on both sides of the political fence are mad at each other. That mad winds up. And as empaths, we take it in. And it's coming in from so many places that we think, oh my God, it must be Armageddon. It's not really. It's more overload. And so you need to shut down some chakras. You need to do some, if you do bathing rituals, I highly recommend, Eli, it may have been you that talked about this, about doing a full dunking submersion bath. And I use lavender and sage, and vinegar actually in my water because those cleanse for me. So if you're waiting for something to happen and you feel like it's something awful, you feel like, you know, the sword's hanging over your head, pause, breathe, and look at what's real in your world right now. Like for me, when it gets, and it does get to me, I go, okay, I can feel my skin. I can feel my hair. I can feel my heart beating. I can feel the ground. I can feel the air blowing on me. I can hear, and really ground and center yourself in your place. And that will help. Now let's look at who's next. Patty Ryan. What does the universe need Patty Ryan to know right now? What does the universe need Patty Ryan to know right now? What does the universe need Patty Ryan to know right now? Boom! The World, Patty. That's a wonderful card. There are always four creatures, well, not always, but in a good world card, there are four creatures around the side. Good for me. Judgmental much, Arwen? You're reaching for something really big, Patty. You've got a goal on your plate for next year, and it actually feels like early, like March, April, that you're scared may not happen, and you're scared that it may happen. Girl, it's a big, big thing, and it's scary for a reason. Don't be afraid of being successful at it. You are absolutely going to be, okay? Take that leap, take that chance, and go for it, because the world says you got it in spades, baby. You got to tell me what it is, because wow, you don't have to tell me, but it's pretty exciting. Karina Christmas also asked, what does the universe need me to know right now? And then Chelsea Sharp and April McConnell, just so y'all know, the order. Hang on, let me get a drink real quick, guys. What does the universe need Karina Christmas to know right now? Karina, the first thing that comes to mind, if you're doing any foreign traveling, go for it. Grab that backpack and head out. Don't be scared. Something good's happening there. So I don't know if you're in a foreign travel mood, but do it. Now, let's see what the cards say. And Karina gets 10 of Pentacles. That's a successful business. It's money, it's completion, it's money owed coming. So if you have anybody out there who owes you money, it could be an inheritance. Let's hope not, because inheritance is, well, I won't go there. But look for money and success, and embrace your success as a businesswoman. Embrace your professional skills and build upon them. It's a very, very good thing for you. Chelsea Sharp. In my magical path, what's standing in my way? What's fogging my vision? Okay, so those are kind of two questions. I understand what you're doing. You're just trying to emphasizing and clarifying. But we're going to go with what's fogging your vision. What's fogging Chelsea's vision on her magical path? And we get, oh, interesting. That's the card of generosity. That's the card of give and take. And for me, what this says is, it may be that you are not finding your tribe, your pack, your pride. You haven't found those people who, like I talked about earlier, lift you up rather than hold you down and push you back and say, you're so young, you don't have any experience, go burn a candle. And they're not saying, let's try this, let's try that. You want to find those people who are generous with community and want you as a vital part of their community, Chelsea, and not just a bystander or a straggler. You know, and if you're walking the solitary path, there is still a solitary community. You can still find other solitaries to work with and to get information with and to really expand and spark your creativity and your magical path. So that may look for your tribe. Look, maybe light a candle that calls you and your tribe together. April McConnell, what does the universe need me to know right now? Let's jump in. What does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need April to know right now? What does the universe need April to know right now? Oh, April, 8 of Swords. This speaks about being trapped, not getting to where you want to go, about feeling left out. Now look at this cat. The mouse is here, the paper ball is here. There's lots going on. There's lots to engage this cat. But the cat is more focused on what it can't get to and why it can't get to and who's holding it back. Don't let your stabby thoughts hold you back. Engage with what you've got right in front of you. Engage with what's there now. And stop worrying about what's on the other side. Stop worrying about what everybody else has. Because that's not going to feed your soul. That's not going to help you grow. I hope that makes sense. Scrolling. Phoenix and then Christy. Phoenix asks, will there be any blocks to starting my business in the new year? Will there be any blocks to starting my business in the new year? Will there be any blocks to starting Phoenix's business in the new year? Okay. Bing! Page of Pentacles. No, the Page of Pentacles is about new business. It's about new growth. It's about learning. You may stumble a bit monetarily. It may not hit all at once like you hope, but do not let the little worries steal you from your path and your project and your forward momentum. Particularly if your business has anything to do with health and healing, it's going to do well, but the only block is going to be that possibly little worries. And by that I mean, you know, starting a business, you think, okay, I need this much for this, this much for this, this much for this, and I'm good. Oh wait, I need this and this and oh and this. Those little worries, don't worry about them. You know, get what you can, make do with what you have, and imagine new ways for the rest. Let's see, Christy Lynn B, what does the universe need me to know right now? And then Tracy, and then Tara. Okay, so Christy Lynn, what does the universe need Christy Lynn to know right now? The Four of Cups. Christy Lynn, you may be a little bit sad right now. You may be a little emotionally clogged up. But here's what you need to know. You see that cat's face? That cat is not happy. To get what it wants, the fish, it's going to have to stick its paw in water. And we all know how most cats feel about water. To get what you want, you may have to do something you're not fond of. So, what is it that you want? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? And what's the negative that you've got to go through? The emotional negative you got to power through in order to get to what you want. That's what you need to do, darling. Now, okay, moving to another deck. Yeah, I do this a lot. I flip through decks because it just makes me happy. We're going to use, this is another Etsy deck. It's the Animism Tarot. And it's fun. I really love it. So we're going to Tracy Mills. Tracy feels like she's in solitary confinement by the universe. She needs to know if there's a reason or is it just how it's supposed to be. Tracy, so it sounds like you want to know... I need clarification on your question. Whoops! Things just went flying over here. I guess this deck really wants to be used. I mean, it just went boom. So Tracy feels like she's in solitary confinement. Universe, Tracy needs to know... What does Tracy need to know about the solitary confinement she feels like she's in? What does Tracy need to know about the solitary confinement she feels like she's in? Okay. And you get... Now, interesting. You see these two? The Two of Pentacles. Now, here's what's interesting to me. When I first looked at this, I thought this one was way far back, and this one was hoarding or keeping something away from something else, right? So, but the Two of Pentacles is balance between work and play. Right now, you're overbalanced on one. One is way more urgent. It's taking up a lot more of your time. I was going to say it was work, but it actually feels like family matters. And maybe your place in a community or a family is what's really eating away at your ability to make those connections you make so you don't feel like you're in solitary confinement. This is a little vague, and I apologize. But what I'm getting here is you have to make the shift. To shift from whatever you're doing more of, shift so it's balanced and do more of outside stuff. If you're doing a lot of inside work, if your job keeps you at home like mine does and you rarely get out, make ways to get out. I began a crochet group around here, a crochet and knit group. They actually meet tonight, and I screwed up the date, so I'm not going. But that's one of the ways I did to make myself feel more connected with the world. So it feels like it's a balance issue more than a universe keeping you there. So it may be that you're overworking. If you're an earth sign, you may be over-focused on taking care of everybody but yourself. So I don't know what your sign is, but that's kind of what I feel like is you're over-focused on caring for everyone else and not caring for yourself. So get out and move, dance, sing, do whatever it is that gets you going. And next we go to Tara Lovely. Tara Lovely. I love your name, Tara. I've been seeing you a lot lately and likes and things. So, yay, I'm glad you're here. What does the universe need Tara or Tara to know right now? What does the universe need Tara to know right now? And we get, woo, the King of Wands. Tara, what the universe would like you to know is go for it. You are large, in charge, and you got what it takes. You've got action and passion and energy galore coming your way. All you have to do is tap into it. This King of Wands, that's you. That is your energy, fire, wah, big stuff, right? It's like center stage spotlight things happening. So whatever you're waiting for, whatever you think needs to happen, command it into action. And I do mean command. I mean stand up and say, universe, it is time for me to be recognized. Whatever it is you need. And get yourself out there, baby. Get yourself out there. Now we keep going. Okay. If anybody has a question, just throw it out there. I'm seeing, oh, here's Eva. I would love to know how to get in the market successfully with the Yogurt Tarot. She's going to print 100 mini booklets, boxes, and cards in English. And there are so many details and choices. Okay. So, universe, what does Eva need to know to get her deck in the market successfully? What does Eva need to know to get her deck in the market successfully? Oh, wow. The Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful eagle. Now, of course, eagles make me think of America and Mexico because we both have eagles for our birds. Now, the Ace of Swords, look at that. That's rise high. It's go very high. It's really, Eva, reach for the very highest thing you want. Don't think, oh, I'll never get published. Reach out for the highest thing. This is big stuff. This is your mental stuff. It's making sure you're mentally focused, you're mentally on track, and going for the goal, baby. Do not go low. When they go low, we go high. I had to say it. But go high. Reach up. Make sure you're going for the biggest and the best. You know, do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for others' ideas. You know, and go for it. The marketing, as you know, is the piece. It's always the piece. So build your winged army, your social marketing, your social media people, and make it big. And everybody on this chat, go find Eva's page and love her deck. Now let's see who else. Alex Mary, longtime listener, first time caller. I am old enough to still love that. What does the universe want me to know about love and relationships right now? What does the universe want me to know about love and relationships? What does the universe want Alex Mary to know about love and relationships right now? Seven of Cups. Okay, the Seven of Cups is a dreamer card. Look at those beautiful northern lights posing as the cups for us back there in the background. And the polar bear. Dreaming about love and relationships is not the same as acting on it. Sometimes when you have more than one choice or more than one idea of what love could be, of what love might look like, you get stuck in the dreamer mode. This says commit to something emotionally. This is about drinking from the cup and drinking deeply and not sipping from a lot of different cups. I just had a card leap off. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Oh. I dropped Alex Mary's card. So, stop sipping. Start drinking deeper. And I think that may help. If you've been doing a lot of flirt, 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 hi, 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 yes, no, yes, you need to get a little more serious about the intent you're putting out. That's what the Seven of Cups says to me. Jennifer says, what does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need Jennifer to know right now? What does the universe need Jennifer to know right now? Ah, you also get the Ace of Swords. Jennifer, launch that idea. This can be a creative project. It can be a book you want to write, a painting you want to paint, a foundation you want to start. This is about making it happen, seizing the moment and going for it. Had King Arthur, had King what's-his-name not accepted the sword when lifted up from the lake, things would be a lot different. He had to accept the sword when offered. You have to accept the sword when offered, Jennifer. So when somebody says to you, I think you could do blank, I really want you to try, and you say, oh, that's not really my style, jump on it. Okay? Seize the sword, seize the day. Lots of thank you. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hi from Ireland. Hello from Ireland. Yay. Somebody said they lost interweb temporarily. Will they be able to watch later? Yeah, I'm going to upload this so that everybody can see it. Ha, Chelsea, no worries. We all try to do that, and I get that. So, it looks like that's the last of the questions. I'm going to wait just a little bit. We're almost at the top of the hour. So, if anybody has another question or they want to talk, you know, they haven't had a question answered yet, please let me know. And, Missy's watching while she crochets. What you crocheting, girl? So, and if anybody's asked a question that I missed, please let me know. And remember, you can buy a Joy Patrol mug where the letters are forward, not backwards. I know I have to do some marketing with this. Of course, that's one of the reasons I did this. But I really wanted to connect with y'all. And, oh, I do granny squares all the time, Mr. K. I love them. And they're pretty much one of the only things I can do well. Oops. But I wanted to do this live chat so I could connect with you, read for you, you know, and let you know how I work. I wanted you to have a taste of it. And Jennifer is going to get more of a taste of it, because Jennifer, you're going to get I'll send you the email on what you get, but you're going to get a 2-question reading by email. So, thank you very much for your help. I so appreciate it. It's been wonderful having somebody there to make sure they were monitoring for me. And Jennifer and Burgess are part of a journaling group that I'm in, and I don't know why. They do these beautiful art journals that are so creative. I just write in mine. I keep thinking, ooh, I'm going to no, I'm just going to write in mine. So, thanks for joining me. I'm going to assume there's nobody else who wants a question asked. Oh, I could ask a lot of questions. Who wants a question answered? So, oh, Kim's asking, doesn't know how to form questions or what to ask. I wrote an article, and it's called Tarot Begs the Question. And it's about how to form your questions for a reading. I actually send it out to anybody that books an appointment with me. They get an auto email, and that's a link in there, because I think it's truly important, and I think that's a great, great, great question, Kim. Here is what I think about how to phrase questions. Rather than yes, no's, ask an open-ended question. So rather than, am I going to get this job? Ask, what do I need to know about the potential of this job? You get a broader picture, you get more information than yes, no. And if you're paying somebody to read for you, you really want to get in depth, right? You want to dig down. So that's, I don't know if that answers it or not, but I'll try to, when I upload this video so everybody can come back and watch it again, I'll make that one of the links on Tarot Begs the Question so you can look at my article on how to ask questions. Nathan, I love you, baby, but we're only doing one per person. Oh, Chelsea asked about how to get the newsletter. Thanks, Chelsea. Go to tarotbyarwen.com. If a little thing doesn't pop up right in your face, it says, hey, join the newsletter. There's a link for the newsletter there. I'll also put a link in my this list of links I've got. And I would love for you to join my newsletter. I do a lot of contests on my newsletter and a lot of giveaways because I love my newsletter people. I do. Remember, I have 2 coupons right now for Cyber Week. And one 20% off a half-hour reading, and one is 33% off the full-hour reading, and that drops it under 100. So, like I said, they're limited. I don't have a lot, and I'm going to put those links up for you in just a bit here. But I'm going to say goodbye for now so I can get all that done. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on.